Good morning, Macu family. So you guys probably noticed a little bit different in here this morning. Welcome to Celebration of Cultures Chapel, by far my favorite chapel of the year. I love all of our chapels, but it's just very exciting. We're gonna kick it off. This is what today's gonna be like. We're gonna kick it off with a fashion show. Yes, you heard correctly. Yeah! You probably have friends in this, so this would be the time we allow you to take your phones out if you want to take pictures and stuff like that. But they'll be coming from that way if you guys want to turn that way and look that way. If you want to stand, you're welcome to stand. And Erica over here will be leading us through it. Yeah, we're going to get started. You guys ready? All right, let's do it.
Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Mora, and of course, you all know Erica. We're going to be leading through the fashion show this morning. I'd like to start with French novelist Honoré de Balzac wrote that one's wardrobe is the story one lives by. It is one's symbolic self. Here we present several students wearing traditional clothing to represent their cultures and their lives. Ramon Oduborisa represents the Yoruba tribe, which is one of the main tribes out of hundreds of tribes in Nigeria. A traditional Yoruba attire is rich, colorful, and deeply symbolic, representing the culture and heritage of the Yoruba people of southwestern Nigeria. Yoruba tribe attire can come in three parts. First is the fila, which is a cap that most men wear. The choice of cap and which side it's tilted towards can signify the wearer's social status, age, and marital status. Second is the buba, which is a fitted shirt decorated with fine embroidery, usually worn under an agbada. Finally is the shokoto, which is a loose-fitting trouser. All of these are made out of asoke, which is a hand-woven fabric made from locally grown cotton or silk yarn. Traditional Yoruba attire is usually worn for special occasions such as weddings, festivals, and important social gatherings, emphasizing the wearer's cultural pride and respect for tradition. Nigeria.
Up next, we have Annika Gerdeau is wearing a Lederhosen, and Lena Stockhammer is wearing a Diendl, and I hope I pronounced that right. These clothes are traditionally worn in both Austria and Germany to represent Bavarian culture. They were traditionally made for working class people, but were soon adopted by the upper class and became better known as people began wearing them for special occasions, such as festivals. The most common festival is Oktoberfest. Take a bow, ladies. Lena and Annika.
Andrea Parnicher is a citizen of the Chickasaw Nation and is also associated with Kiowa and Choctaw tribes. The dress she is wearing is a traditional tea dress. This dress is worn by many southwestern tribes such as Kiowas, Comanches, Apaches, etc. This dress is usually made out of cotton and is easy to wear. It was worn as an everyday dress for women to do work. It comes in a variety of colors and is completely customized to the individual. The pouches on the belt were used by women to hold different things such as nails, herbs, tools, or even small weaponry. The drag was used on horses when riding them. Andy of the Chickasaw Nation.
Up next, we have Jennifer Lisette Morataya, who is representing El Salvador. She is wearing a traditional campesina dress from El Salvador. This happens to be a volcanera dress. The dress that Lisette is wearing is an example of how the campesina dress has evolved into a more extravagant type of dress. In ancient times, it was made of brightly colored silk and now is made in satin to retain its feature. It consists of a white skirt and blouse of the same color with lace on both pieces. Women usually wear a mantle on their head, different from the dress's colors, with a length that goes down to the heels, which is very similar to the one used in the Arab tradition, which has been a great influence on Salvadorian culture. Lisette Morataya, El Salvador.
Shaylee de Leon Lopez, representing Guatemala, is wearing a traditional clothing piece of the indigenous women communities of Guatemala. The most common components of the women's traje are the huipil, the blouse, the faja, the belt or sash, and the corte, the skirt. Mayan textiles are famous for their vibrant colors and feature various motifs, geometrical shapes including diamonds, stars, and zigzags, natural motifs like plants, flowers, insects, and animals. Each of the symbols, of which there are many, has their own meaning in Mayan culture. For example, zigzags represent volcanoes and mountains. A diamond shape represents the four corners of the universe. Flowers represent fertility or new life, and the tree of life represents the life of man. Wearing traje típico has long been encouraged by indigenous women, believing that I am showing the world my cultural identity and where I come from. Each individual symbol, intricately woven design, and vibrant color illustrates the rich Maya culture that is still thriving after thousands of years in Guatemala.
Thank you, Shaylee. Up next, we have Claudia Stolev, is representing the state of Chiapas, a region in Mexico steeped in ancient Mayan history. The chiapaneca dress comprises of satin blouse with semicircular neckline in the shape of a flounce. It is adorned by a brocade of intricately woven, local floral and olive black background. The embroidery represents the pine rainforest and jungles of Chiapas. The blouse is paired with a long and full skirt, also made out of satin, with ruffles and more brocades of flowers. It is frequently accessorized with silver hoop earrings, necklaces, and braided hair. The garment she is wearing truly represents Chiapas, the southernmost Mexican state and the ancestral home of Mexico's largest Mayan population. The Mayan women have been weavers since time immemorial, and they were embedded in the weaving of profoundly held belief that floral fauna people and spiritual beings must come together for the world to prosper. Let's hear it for Claudia Stutlev.
Next up is Esmirna Villalobos. She is representing the Mexican state of Jalisco. She is wearing the traditional dress known as the ranchera dress, or simply the ribbon dress, known for being styled after Spanish dresses and appearing in Mexico after it was colonized. The cotton fabric of the dress keeps the wearer cool and is often brightly colored and adorned with contrasting ribbons. The dress has a wide skirt designed to lift while dancing, as well as allowing for maximum movement. It has a very high neckline with long sleeves, all tiered with ruffles. Accessories are also frequent additions. One of those accessories is the hairstyle, normally consisting of 2 braids adorned with bright ribbons. The ribbon dress is most often worn during traditional dances and special ceremonies. Esmirna with Mexican state of Jalisco.
Up next, we have Jonathan Figueroa, is wearing a traditional poncho. The article of clothing is an ancient origin, a cloak made of a square or rectangle of cloth with a hole in the middle through which the wearer's head protrudes. The original poncho, consisting of a rough, brightly colored, hand-loomed cloth, was worn in the early cultures of Latin America. The poncho is a traditional clothing item born out of necessity to keep warm and protect the body from harsh weather conditions while still having the freedom of movement to continue working comfortably. He is also wearing a traditional Mexican sombrero, a broad-brimmed, high-crowned hat made of felt or straw. It usually has a high-pointed crown, an extra wide brim slightly upturned at the edge, and is worn by the traditional Mexican horsemen. Peasant sombreros are usually made of straw, while wealthier people wear sombreros made of felt. They come in many designs with different colorings, woven patterns, and decorations. Thank you, Fig.
Next up is Paola Hernandez. She's wearing a pollera. She is wearing a pollera, the national dress of Panama, worn by Panamanian girls and women. This is the most elaborate and formal type of pollera, often used for major celebrations and events. The Panamanian pollera is made from fine materials like lace and linen and is a descendant of a dress worn by women in Andalusia of southern Spain in the 16th century. It is made up of a full skirt or 2 or 3 ruffles embroidered in floral designs. The traditional dress is often accompanied by a complicated hairstyle using gold combs resembling the ornamental pins once common in Spain. Maria Belén Puente is representing Peru. In the Marinera Norteña, a woman wears a long dress embroidered with fine lace and with many pleats to make it look wide when opened. The handkerchief or scarf worn by the woman is embroidered and has special designs when important competitions are held. In addition, gold or silver jewelry made by artisans is used to accessorize. The dress represents how the ladies of the upper class of the colonial era in Peru dressed. However, in the Marinera, women do not wear shoes because they represent peasant women in colonial times.
You don't have the other ones.
Sorry. Zaina Willis is representing the American Samoan Islands, and Isley Samuelu is representing the islands of Samoa. Zaina is wearing a traditional Samoan dress called a puletasi, and Isley is wearing a Samoan dress shirt, o fukigo, and the traditional Samoan garment for men, the I faitaga. And I probably ruined all of that. Both are wearing Samoan necklaces for Saina Aula Nifu, traditionally made from the teeth of a whale and symbolizing wealth and status, and for Isley Aula Pua, traditionally made from coconut kukui, symbolizing respect and beauty. Please give it up for our Samoan and American Samoan representatives, Saina and Isley.
Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed Cultural Fashion Show. We'll see you outside for the awesome tables.
Let's give it up one more time for the students in the fashion show. That was incredible. At this time, I'll ask our student panel to come up and take their seats. So this part's always fun. We have a mix of in-person and also video sort of interviews of students talking about the cultures of the places they came from. And this will be led by Dean Thompson, and I'll be up here helping as well. All right, let's get started.
Good morning, Evangelists. How are we? Good. Hello online. Okay, well, welcome. We're just going to have a conversation about our cultures this morning to learn more. So we'll just avert our attention to our panelists. Okay, so we'll start with Marley. So Marley, tell us where you're from. Oh, got to turn it on. There we go. Give it a minute.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, Marley.
My name is Molly, and I'm from the beautiful island Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Maria, and I'm from Lima, Peru.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lisette, and I am from Sonsonate, El Salvador.
Hello. I'm Caitlin, and I'm from England.
I'm Wada. I'm from Argentina.
Awesome. You can bring it back to Marlene. So now we'll work through some questions one at a time. We can start with you, Wada. And Dean Thompson,
Okay,
take
let's
it away.
roll. All right. How would you describe the vibe of your culture?
Oh, we are intense. Very positive. We're very friendly. There's times that Americans come and say, "Good morning," and I'm like, "Give me a good hug." So very intense, very passionate.
That's the same question. All right. I think the vibe of our culture, we're known for like our real family, and we're very reserved. And I think for us, we're known for like humor and our sarcasm, and obviously the weather because it's always raining in England.
The vibe in El Salvador, it's, if I have to describe it in 3 words, it has to be safety, loving, and homey.
That's so hard. But like, actually, the vibe in Peru is like we all are family. Like, we know each other as brothers and sisters. So, like, it was very difficult to me when I came here because I was, like, saying hi to everyone, like, hugging or, like, giving a kiss. And they were like, ooh, no, that's not my case. But, yeah, that's how it's in Peru.
I would say the vibe in the Caribbean is really laid back, you know, weekends on the beach, nice warm weather, stuff like that.
Very cool. Now we're going to watch a brief video from a student.
Hi, I'm Lucas Catoso and I'm from Brazil. Probably about like 14, 15 hours. Yeah, because there are no direct flights from São Paulo to OKC, so I had to get one flight to Atlanta and then one flight to OKC. My favorite Brazilian food is feijoada. Sometimes in the cafeteria they try to do something similar, but it's not quite it, you know. But I appreciate whenever I see that there's something that they're trying to make that comes from my country, you know. But yeah, feijoada. That's like black beans with like some pork meat mixed with it, and then you eat with rice and farofa, which is something that like I've never seen anywhere but in Brazil. There's a soft drink that usually you only find in Brazil that's called guaraná. And it's from a fruit that we have in Brazil called guaraná. It's very good, yeah. So that's not like something like big, it's just something that you gotta get used to. But I was actually talking to some of my teammates about this yesterday. Like in Brazil or South America in general, when you go greet someone, even if you don't know them, it's like kind of common sense that you go and like sort of like give like a small hug, or if it's a woman, like a kiss on the cheek. And then when you first get here and you do that to someone you don't know, people are just like staring at you like, what are you doing? Like, you know, Brazil is home, Macu is home.
Good for Lucas.
Great. Okay. Here we go. Next question. What is one unique thing about your culture that you are particularly proud of?
I would say like my accent, like our accent. A lot of people think that we speak a different language, but it's really English, you know? So, was you with your monster? Everything cool? That's just like, what's up? Stuff like that, you know?
I'm proud of many things of my country, but we can say like the food and dances. So, yeah.
There's like she said, there's like a lot of things that I'm proud of. But if I have to pick one of them, I think it has to be our president, Nayib Bukele. Some of y'all, or most of y'all, know that El Salvador was one of the worst countries ever back in the day. But since Nayib Bukele became president since July 1st, 2019, he made sure that all gang members went to jail. He put patrols, police officers, soldiers on every corner of El Salvador to make sure that everything's all safe. So now everyone is just going to El Salvador like it's the safest place on earth. Everyone's friendly in there, and that's what I'm proud of, just our president.
All right. I'd probably say the royal family, and something unique about us is like in every city there is a different accent. So you could go like an hour or 2 hours away and there'll be a different accent completely.
Easy question here. Lionel Messi, of course. He's the best, right? No, but seriously, we are the world champions 2022. So, no, seriously. Our work ethic, we give it all in anything we do. And if we are playing a game, we want to win and we want to do the best as we can do in everything. It doesn't matter. We're very competitive.
It's really cool. Let's do another question. What are some favorite dishes or recipes that represent your culture?
Asado, for sure. That's a barbecue, and it's more for the tradition of it, because we get together on Sundays, we barbecue. It's not barbecue like here,
It's not like
with
rib
all the
crib.
respect. What?
It's not like rib crib. Have you been to rib crib?
No, but we actually put the fire. Like we light it up. I don't know how to say that. And chocotorta, but that's a frozen cake. It's the best frozen cake I've ever eaten in my life. So if you want to try it, go to my booth. Period.
All right, so like some favourite dishes from England, I'd say like fish and chips is a good one. Yeah, a good fish and chips. A Sunday roast dinner, which we occasionally have every Sunday. It's like Thanksgiving, but better. And then beans on toast. Everyone I've spoken to in America put their noses up to this because they're like, why would you put beans on toast? And a good cup of tea. Tea time, for real.
This is gonna be simple. So my traditional food that I eat all the times are pupusas. If anyone doesn't know pupusas, it's a homemade tortilla. And inside of it, we put melted mozzarella cheese and beans. And my favorite thing is when you rip it, it has a cheese pull, so good. And then like you have some sort of like coleslaw and sauce on the side. So if y'all want to try one, I'm actually going to give them out at my booth.
Yes, slay. Well, there's a lot of places, like, actually. Like, Peru has the best gastronomy in the world. No, I'm so sorry. I'm just joking. No, well, but I remember that one of the things that we can say is guinea pig. Like, I remember somebody came to me a couple weeks ago and showed me a picture before eating the guinea pig when it was alive and the day after when it was all cooked and fried. But, yeah. But also lomo saltado, guys. Go try it.
So like my country is very diverse, so we have a lot of Indian dishes, African dishes, stuff like that. So like the typical chicken curry, even the jerk chickens, like big back food.
Okay, let's go to our next question. How do you like to share your culture with others?
I'm gonna go with the accent again, I just like to mess with people because they don't understand what I'm saying sometimes.
Simple question and simple answer through dance.
A loving community. So whenever everyone or any of y'all wanted to go to El Salvador, I heard that next year there's a mission trip to El Salvador. If anyone wants to go, when you get there, there is a loving community in there. Once you get there, everyone will make you feel at home. Everyone will say hi to you. How are you? People will feed you, especially pupusas. And if they ask you if you want more, get more. I'm telling you, get more, because they're just gonna feed you until like you're full. But it's just a loving community.
I think with sharing with others, I think it's more the accent and like having a conversation and food. And basically, on our table, we'll have Yorkshire pudding and gravy and chocolate, so come visit.
By talking and mate. I brought this so I don't go to class and people is like, what is that? Is it legal? Yes, it is. No worries. I brought it from Argentina and we share it a lot. I actually have two friends from Brazil and friends that they already have term and mate to drink, so it's like an allergy right now. So, and the way you do it, can you hold this? So the way you do it, put me the microphone. So you pour the water and then you drink it. Tastes like tea. And fun fact, then you give it to another person and they drink from the same straw. I know it's disgusting, but it's the way we do it.
It's a good sell. We're gonna watch another student video.
Hi, I'm Pietro. I am from Italy. Well, where I'm from the north part of Italy, so it's basically I'm between the mountains and the sea. So the weather is kind of like nice until October or something, but then it gets really cold, and then eventually it gets warmer around April. Here it's like really hot and humid, so whenever we start practice, I feel like I can't do this anymore. You know, like it's too much. Yeah, rough. You guys know probably there's a lot of stereotypes about Italy, but I mean the gestures are basically like, unique for us. So we talk a lot with our hands more than our voices. You know, we can end a conversation without talking, just with hand gestures. But I think that, yeah. It really depends between regions. So every single region has their own traditions, has its own food and everything. So for us, there's like this sort of like celebration for a kind of specific food that comes like around October. So people from all over Italy, they come to our city to celebrate that. I think, I don't know how to say it's a fruit, but it's really like they make a lot of dessert with that. So people all around Italy, also Europe sometimes, they come, and then there's like this sort of like stand where like people just go inside and then taste different like desserts with this kind of fruit. And then there's also like is a fair state as well. So yeah, basically that. So my favorite food is a type of pasta called carbonara, which I always make when I go back home because it's really good. Of course, I cannot beat my grandma one because grandma's food is the best. Just everything is like big, like cars, shops, malls, everything is like massive, you know. Italy's home, Macu's home.
Okay, next question. What are some aspects of your culture that you carry with you in everyday life?
Mate.
I think drinking tea all the time and walking everywhere, because in England you walk everywhere you go. Like I'd walk to work and it's like 30 minutes, but here it seems like my teammates won't let me walk anywhere.
Hospitality. A huge family person. I am big when it comes to family. I'm a huge family girl. I'm always with my family and I always put them first. And I just love to love on people and just talk to them. So if I give you a hug, please give one back to me, because then I'm gonna cry.
Oh, like for real. Like she said, hospitality is really important in Peru. Like I mentioned before, everyone treats everyone like family. And she said, if I give you a hug, please give me another hug because I'm gonna cry too.
Just how I interact with the homies, like let's say we dive up or something like that, put it on my chest, like my heart, stuff like that.
Okay, next question. What are some of your favorite activities to do back home?
Football at the beach, stuff like that. Pretty simple, to be honest.
Eat and then go to the beach and just eat my ceviche in the beach while I just go play with the sand. Yeah.
Something that I would do back in El Salvador is go to a new colorful slide that they just put. Go to the beach, and might be lame to people, but it's my heart. So I was born in El Salvador, and then at the age of 5 or turning 6, I moved to Arkansas. And so I don't know that much, but my family would like tell me stories of where I was at, like fun stories, sad stories, and I would want to go drive by my hometown, drive by around my hometown, and just hear my parents say, "Oh, this is what you did over here. This is what you did over there." It's just it would just fulfill my heart a lot.
Stuff that I like to do would go to London, like the shops and the food, get a cheeky Nando's, and obviously go watch.
Can you tell us what that is?
Cheeky Nando's? It's basically like a chicken restaurant. Like they serve like pita bread, like spices on chicken. Like it's a good restaurant. I used to work there as well, so it's good. Obviously go watch football games, like Premier League games, like Aston Villa, up the Villa. and obviously chilling with the family too.
And I think in this one, many internationals are with me that just a meal with my mom, with my dad, pays off. It's crazy. We are far from home, and I know many students feel the same way, and it's just one tea. I'm not even asking for food. It's just being with them for a moment, a hug. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you.
Man. All right, we're gonna watch another.
Hi, I'm Ivy Moffett, and I'm from Mexico City. Okay, yeah, we do tamales for Christmas, and then we eat kind of like a cake. It's and then they hide a little baby Jesus inside of the cake, and we just have to cut it, and whoever cuts and gets the baby Jesus in it, they have to make tamales for everyone. I love agua de Jamaica, which is hibiscus water, I'm pretty sure. I feel like climate was for sure like something that I kind of struggled with a little bit. Coming from Mexico to over here to having like snow and like really, really extreme heats was just like very different, but also we do have like air conditioner to like for it to not affect me as much, because at first I was just like from my house to the car just run so you don't feel nothing, from the car to the school just like, you know, because it was just like very, very different. And in Mexico, like my house didn't have air conditioner, so if it was hot inside of your house. You couldn't do anything. If it was cold inside of your house. Mexico's home, Macu is home.
Okay, here we go. What's something you wish more people understood about your culture?
We live or we die for soccer. It's not a game. It's almost like a war. And when I came here and people say, "Oh, good game," there's no way we're gonna do that. We're supposed to, and many players do it, but it's very hard for many Argentinians because we take it seriously.
I think more about our banter and our humour, and I think we will always call it football because it's not soccer.
I said it before. Something that I wish y'all could understand is how our president just switched through El Salvador. Like, it went through from the worst country of America to the safest country of America. When I kid you not, when you go to El Salvador, and in every single corner you will see a Paw Patrol. Sorry, I have a nephew. I'm sorry.
That's amazing.
It's a good show.
A police or a soldier just like with armed to see. Oh my gosh, I have a nephew. Sorry. To check that everything is okay for our safety, and like I said, you will be loved. You will be so loved. They will just call you from miles away. They will start giving you hugs. They will start giving you food. They will give you kisses. It's amazing. It's like a loving community.
I think if I want people to understand more about my culture, that every festivity matters, like every single one, even though like February 14th, Valentine's Day, it's really, really important in Peru. So they like celebrate like in big.
I think it would be pretty lit if everyone understood like Caribbean lingo. Like, one QP, what's the order to your general? Everything straight there? Yes, I.
All right, we have one more video, and then we'll move forward.
I'm Sebastian, and I'm from Colombia. Like, my family, I try to we don't talk too much every day, just like 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day. I try to call them every day. But like we just talk about the day, like how was your day, like talking like specific things. But other than that, I had the same relationship with my brother and my mom and my dad. We have a lot. Colombia, I think, is the country with more holidays in the world. We had like 2 holidays or 3 holidays every month. It's called Semana Santa. It's like the Holy Week, I think. It's in March, so it's like a full week. Nobody does not anything, just a family time. It's like a big celebration for Colombian. Yeah, there's one called bandeja paisa, like it's a bit of everything. It's like the most famous dish in Colombia. Yeah, juice. We drink a lot of juice, like natural mango, watermelon, like natural. You just take the fruit from the tree, cut it, put it in the blender, and then juice. So it's very different. I grew up since I have memory. I grew up drinking coffee. You know, my mom always gave me coffee. So, but like I just drink coffee in the morning. There's a lot of people in Colombia that drink coffee in the morning and at night. Colombia is home. Macu is home.
Okay, great. Well, let's give it up for our pseudo panelists. Thank you all for showcasing your culture, filling us in, giving us an inside scoop of what it's like to be from your area. And so I will close us out in chapel with a prayer, and then please head over to the Student Center and enjoy lots of sweet treats and different foods from around the world. So let us pray. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to just interact with different people who don't look like us, talk like us, live like us, but let us always have a heart for caring and serving others, and letting us know that we are all children of God, and so that let's have a heart to love each other sincerely. Lord, we thank you for this day, the opportunity just to commune with each other, to break bread, to laugh, to enjoy something special about someone else. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Have a great day, Evangels.